This is Gicandi. And this is the kind of the diploma awarded to a scholar in the Gikuyu culture. This person here knows all the oral traditions. He knows all the origin stories of Gikuyu people. He knows all the poems, all the songs. And once he has them memorized and he's approved, he's given one of these. And his job is to go around the country, the Gikuyu world, and sing the songs, read the poetry, tell the stories, and make sure everybody is well versed in the dogma of the Gikuyu people. And this is also an instrument. You shake it and goes back and forth. And then in here is the Gikuyu writing system. They had a writing system, despite what the Western world thinks. And the first guy, Rutledge, who discovered this writing system, he was an Egyptologist and discovered that this writing is almost identical to the early Egyptian writing. So it shows you how ancient this writing system is. And so the idea that Africans don't know how to write or were illiterate is completely bogus. The biggest three libraries on Earth historically have been Alexandria in Africa, has been in Ethiopia in Africa, and Timbuktu in Africa, and the books in Timbuktu was like a New York Stock Exchange of books. There were so many books, and even to this day they consider it the biggest private library on Earth. And these are ancient documents, handwritten scribe documents that are still in existence. So I don't know why I'm telling you that. I just love telling that. But anyway, the point is that in oral cultures, every oral culture has the same thing in common. They have people that they entrust all their sacred stories to, and those people are required to maintain those and to tell those stories without adding any personal interpretation to it. All right? They were simply to tell the stories. And when they told the stories, then they could kind of change roles and they could be funny or try to be interpretive or whatever. In the Greek world, the same thing was true. There were oral communicators which were called, loosely it comes from the word didactic, to repeat. They were repeaters. What they would do is they would take the truths and without adding their own personal to it, they would simply repeat. Their job was to say what was said accurately and without embellishment. So when Paul told Timothy to find trustworthy men who would take the traditions and repeat them, he was developing repeaters. He was developing this system right here, which every oral culture on Earth has been doing for thousands of years. And it has been shown in so many studies that oral traditions passed on are far more accurate, far more trustworthy than written tradition for an unbelievable number of reasons. So, but I've talked to some of the elders and I've said, no, in the Gikuyu tradition, there's 9, it's called Big 9 daughters. It's really 10 daughters, but in their world, if somebody were to say, how many children do you have? You would never say, I have 3 children, because that's arrogant. You're being boastful. So you would say, I have more than 2 children. Or if you have 100 cows, you say, I have more than 90 cows. You would never say what you have because that's arrogance. You would never say what your age is because that's arrogance. Why are you being proud? God is the one who gave you life. He's going to take it away. Why would you ever divulge your age? The idea of a birthday party to them is just horrifying. Why would you celebrate a gift from God that way as if you're the one that did it? So anyway, it's the way they think. Sorry, it just is. But the point is, they actually had 10 daughters, but only 9 of the daughters in the folk tradition got husbands, and not the 10th one. And there are like 5 or 6 reasons, interpretations as to why the 10th one did not have a daughter. They're contradictory tales. They can't all be true. And so I asked the elders, which one is true? And they said, only a Western person cares which one is true. Because all of these all these variances tell us something essential about our culture. We don't ask the question about the accuracy of the story. To us, what's essential is the accuracy of the point, the moral point. And so for them, the question of accuracy is an irrelevant question, but is this true story being accurately portrayed? That's what matters.